You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 110, posted June 2017. Not my centipedes, not my circus.
So it is time once again for everybody's favorite time, rolling initiative.
Ooh, I rolled a 20.
All right, let's add some people here. Second. Okay, so Bruldish, Bellman, Karakir. Where Imra, are you in there too? I have lost you.
I am Elivor standing on me.
Elivor, how rude!
Maybe you're standing
under
I was
me.
here for-
under me.
I like to imagine like Scooby and Shaggy, like one of you's holding the other. Like, they're so cute.
Row, Rimra. I've been working on my Scooby-Doo, Dan.
I hear that. I hear
Very
that.
good. It's much better. Much better. Let me just add. Okay. Okay. So Imra, you're there too. Imra looks like you have a 3. Elivor looks like you have a 21. Bellaman, what do you got?
5. It's in the chat.
All right. Bruldish,
20.
20. Karakir,
6.
6. Guests have 9. All right, Elivor. Let's deal with these arms that are grabbing at you guys.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's the Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid Man.
Kai.
Bursting through the wall, his arms are coming through.
Oh, that's worse than
So these arms attempt to claw. Let's start with Bellaman. Bellaman, 18.
Versus AC.
AC.
Yeah, that hits.
You will take 5 slashing damage.
All right.
Please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
Never like to
Constitution,
hear
you
that.
20, non-natural.
Ooh, 20. All right, you have succeeded. You shake off something. You feel a little weird, but it doesn't seem to affect you.
Haters gonna hate. I shake it off.
It's normal.
Hi, Micah.
say. Good work.
Bruldish, 13.
Nope.
The claws scrabble ineffectually at your armor. All right, let's move to Elivor.
Let us see. What shall I do from
So
this
I will
distance?
here. Let me give you an idea of what you're dealing with here. So there were basically 2 what look like hidden sort of compartments in those walls, and they have
They've just
revealed 2 hulking, kind of creepy-looking creatures dressed in tattered black robes.
Whoa.
One appears to be a man, and the other appears to be a woman, or formerly were. They seem to have mostly rotted away. They remind you a little bit of those ghouls that you fought earlier.
So they've just been waiting here? What have they eaten?
Soylent.
They have cases of Soylent all around them.
Just in case it's clear, when they remind you of the ghouls, like, you know, they're not really alive per se.
Okay. Okay.
Would you say they are undead?
You would say you might describe them as undead.
I smile.
Living challenged.
Let's see. What can I do from this distance?
You could probably see the one that's behind Bellaman.
Yeah, I feel like you have a pretty good eye on that one. Maybe a little harder for the one attacking Bruldish because it's sort of around a corner there.
Can I ask Bellaman to duck so that I can throw a dagger?
You may absolutely throw a dagger.
All right. I'm going to throw a dagger because that's about all I can do if I don't want to use up my spell slots, which I don't. So, dagger throwing. Oh! It's just 7.
You whirl a dagger. It plunks into the wall. Does not hit
my hand.
Bellaman, fortunately, either.
Good. Good. And you can always move through a friendly square if you want to move into the room. Just say.
Oh, I can. Oh, I didn't know I could walk
Although-
on people.
But
Although
you
if
might,
you-
depending on how you do it, you might
There's
get attacked.
there is not a lot of space in there either, so you may have to work to try and find a spot to stand if you're going to stand in there.
Don't stand so close to me. I'm going to stay right here for now. Now that
Okay.
I've done my thing, I don't know that there's anything else I can do. So
All right, Bruldish. There is a undead gentleman attacking you.
He didn't hit me, but I still don't think he felt very gentle. I'm just gonna say.
Fair.
I am so excited to be back in battle and like really feeling it. So I laugh creepily in the face of the ghoul person and try to smash at him. Actually, I'm so excited that I'm not going to use my shield right now. I'm going to just use my battle axe, which actually does different damage, but I'm just going to hit this anyway. If I hit, I will readjust. No, I don't hit. I'm
You
just excited.
swing, and you're so excited that you perhaps swing a bit early. Could you also give me a perception check, Bruldish?
Oh.
what do you perceive?
I perceive to the tune of 17.
You are so excited and you're staring right into the face of this undead creature. And though it's sort of like missing some bits and it looks definitely a lot more pale and wan,
It's Juan.
it's Juan. You actually feel weirdly that it looks kind of familiar. Like you feel like you've seen this guy somewhere before.
Do we know these? Do we know these goals?
We'll get back to it.
These ghouls.
I don't know if I know any ghouls. I went to an all-boys school.
Speaking of ghouls, or more appropriately, ghasts, they're going to attack. The first one is going to attack. Let's do Bruldish's first. Let's see. It will try to claw you again. That is a 15.
Nope.
Ooh, very nice. All right, so it claws, and this claws scrabble, like raking off your armor. Doesn't seem
I
to
laugh
help.
at it again.
It looks very frustrated. The second one will attempt to bite Bellaman. Tries to sink some teeth into you. 9.
That misses.
Okay, it can't quite do it. It's slavering jaws, but it can't quite wrap them around you.
I go, heh, chew on that.
It looks very frustrated. Bellaman, would you give me a perception roll as well?
Yeah. 19 plus. Okay, that's a non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. You know what? That's pretty good. You look at this. Again, this is a woman's face that seems to look very familiar, but it's kind of distorted, disfigured because obviously it's undead. But you could swear that this is the same face of the woman that you saw in the portrait upstairs.
I convey that very, very quickly.
This is the woman in the portrait upstairs.
I found her. It's her. It's her.
As he shrieks that out loud, Bruldish, since you already felt like you saw a familiar-looking face, you realize that this is indeed the man that you saw in the portrait upstairs.
It's the dude, I say.
So we need to lay them to rest.
Jeff Bridges.
Oh, I'm such a big fan.
All right, Karakir, you're up.
Can I hit the dude?
Yeah, let's say he's even coming out a little bit to like kind of grab Bruldish, so you have a clearer shot. You don't need to take disadvantage on this.
Excellent. I will try to hit him with my quarterstaff and my fists of fury. I'm assuming a 23 will hit.
23 will hit, no problem.
All right, so I hit him twice for 8, 16, 19 points.
Nice.
Nice, well done. All right,
Wow.
He takes 19
Nice.
points of damage. He looks quite hurt from that, like emotionally,
Right.
also physically.
My favorite kind of
That
damage.
was really painful, man.
Also, your portrait's horrible.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, that's rude.
Bellaman, it's your turn. There was a ghast trying to bite you before.
I'm aghast.
No, they're aghasts.
2 spells diverged in a crypt, and I took the spell less traveled by. I'm casting Ray of Frost.
What is even happening?
That was a
It was a
long
really, really
journey.
dumb Robert Frost
Can
joke.
you do that at
It's a
close range
constant
without...
head shake from Aline while everybody says things.
So you can do that at close range. However, I believe
It does perhaps provoke an
I
opportunity.
think they will give them an opportunity. Is
Does
that
it, or is it
correct in that,
disadvantage?
Scott?
I don't know. I think I don't know.
It's a ranged attack in melee. Sorry. This is a good question for us all to know.
That's right. Everybody consult the rules.
Ranged attacks in close combat. You have disadvantage if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you and who isn't incapacitated.
All right.
Ooh, okay. I'll roll another d20. That is up. That's a 10 to hit.
All right, a 10 to hit, and we'll take the lower, and that will not hit.
All right.
So
I
you
wasted
try
a
to
dumb Robert Frost joke.
you try to shoot around and shoot a ray of frost in it, but you're so close, it's hard to like get a bead on it.
All right. And I'm going to. Is it worth moving? Yeah, I'm going to move, and I know that provokes an opportunity attack, but I want to move.
He'll try to claw, or she'll try to claw you. 20.
That hits.
11 slashing damage.
I'm down.
Are you unconscious or?
I'm at 0, so I guess that means I'm unconscious.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, anyways, just in case. I don't know if that. We'll see if that affects you or not.
22.
Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, so you are unconscious. Bellman
So
tries.
does this happen before or after I move?
This will stop your movement, so you will be unconscious at the feet of the ghast.
Okay.
Unfortunately, did not quite go the way you wanted it to.
Nope. Nothing this turn the way I wanted to.
I have a thought, but I want to make sure that. Okay, so do bones burn quickly? Because I imagine we're going to have to lay these people to rest.
Google, do bones burn
No,
quickly?
they don't. Actually, you need a flame that's really, really hot to burn bones. I did some research on this not so long ago. So,
Because like, if anyone has any sort of wood on their person and they threw them at the feet of one of these ghasts, I could use Druidcraft to light a fire at their feet and burn them to death. And we could still, in theory, take the bones and lay them to rest. Which is
What
I
Micah
assume we
doesn't
have to
know
do.
is Druidcraft is actually, he just has to get down there with like the 2 sticks and he's like rub them together. Guys, I almost got it.
It's magic.
I can tell you that with the new carbon levy in Alberta, it costs roughly an extra $5 to burn a human body, to cremate it. Just so-
Why do you know this?
I was like, how would it? When does anyone ever?
Elevore suddenly
I
remembers.
did some math the other day. It was,
This is
that
why
actually does not make anything better or clearer.
So
Elevore
yeah,
suddenly remembers that Bellamin is at the foot of this zombie.
yeah, but the other one,
And Bellamin is made of wood.
Strange twist.
but the other one could easily be lit.
All right, you are thinking about that, Imra.
Yeah.
You're still out of this room, but any ideas? You see, Bellamin has collapsed at the feet of that ghast.
Yeah,
okay, now I'm aghast.
if I move in, I'm going to provoke an opportunity attack, yes? Because that...
You have to basically. You could stand if you could kind of get on scramble on top of the crate. You would be okay because the key is leaving their area. So as long, like basically, you could move all along that line of Elevore, Kirakir, Bruldish, and you would always be in range of him. It's just if you move out of range, that he'll get a chance. Like as with Bellamin, walking away from them.
Couldn't you also walk into the door and then go diagonal and be in front of that wardrobe and not provoke?
I think you could shoot at it from here, the one that Bellman was in front of. It looks like corner to
problem with
corner,
that-
she's fine.
The problem with that, Scott, is your square is in range. So if she moves through that square,
Yeah.
Right, but she doesn't. If you are
you're
in
saying-
Elevore's square and just go diagonal,
You can't go diagonal.
I guess you
I
can't.
think
Oh,
it's a
because the
corner,
door.
Yeah, there's a door there.
Yeah, never mind.
But I think you can. I think you can see the one that was attacking Bellamin from where you are. So if you want to just shoot your longbow at it,
Yeah, I might say I hate figuring out what advantages are, but I might say that's a disadvantage just because there is kind of a weird door in the way. I'm trying to figure out. Could you
like it's just I'm just using the ruler arrow.
Yeah,
thing,
that's fair.
And it doesn't look like. I mean, it's hard to tell because the characters are kind of in the way of the of some of the walls, but.
Yeah, and I think technically, if your friends are standing in your way, they're supposed to incur disadvantage on like you shooting a person. But I always think that's a little ridiculous. We'll say you're good enough, but like, I'm gonna say that's a shot with a -2 penalty. How about that?
Okay. All right. I'll try. I was going to try to move to the middle of the room, but...
You can do that too. Just be aware that you may take a opportunity attack.
You
from
might
that
collapse on the
ghast.
floor too.
Yeah.
It's not fun down here. Don't collapse.
All right, yeah, I'm going to try to shoot it with my longbow, and then hopefully we can dispatch of this one, and then I can move in and try to get the other one.
Yeah, the one behind Bellamin has not been hit yet. So far, I think Kirakir is the only one who's landed some damage here.
That's right.
And that was for like 11?
No, he hit pretty well. Yeah, so give me a roll.
That's true.
All right, so that's 15 plus 5. So that's a 20 minus the 2 is 18.
That's still enough to hit a ghast.
Okay. So cool. I got 10 piercing damage.
All right, so you put an arrow right into that ghast. It's like was kind of like looming over Bellaman. It takes an arrow and gets knocked back a little bit. It seems to be thinking twice. All right. Anything else, Imra?
No.
Elevor.
Well, since nobody threw any wood at anybody's feet.
I mean, there's an arrow in one. That's made of wood.
Yeah.
Where? Which one? Which one has an arrow in it?
The
one by Bellaman.
The
Oh,
one behind
no, but I
Bellaman.
don't want to accidentally light. Well, okay.
Or do I?
I don't want to light Bellaman on fire, but I'm trying to think if like a small fire.
Okay.
Its immediate fuel is this rotting flesh corpse.
Okay.
And fire burns up, and it burns.
Heat rises. Heat totally rises. That's physics, man.
It doesn't have to go out. There's no reason why it would go out and start hurting Bellaman. It makes no sense. Plus, Bellaman has these beautiful scales that keep Bellaman safe from fire. You know what? We're gonna give this a go. Wait, Dan, what are you looking at? Are you reading something over there?
Yeah, but
Dan the
I
DM?
like
Dad,
to do a little.
stop consulting the rules.
I like to do a little reading, a little
is
light
all I'm
reading. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so let me do a little lighting, and I cast Druidcraft on that arrow in order to light a small, essentially what is a small campfire with that arrow, which is instant because I used. Wait, hold on. I have to whisper to the spirits of nature. Okay.
Elevor, the first 2 words of this spell are tiny, harmless sensory effect.
No. That's another thing. There are like 4 different options. You can do all of these different things. And the last one is to light a fire. So you instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. You also can create a harmless sensory effect or another harmless sensory effect that predicts weather, or make a flower blossom, a seed pod opener, a leaf bud bloom,
That's really cute.
which is adorable. But what we're doing is lighting fire on this nasty ghoul ghast.
Okay. Well, so I mean, it's not necessarily designed to spell. Like this isn't like a burning hand spell, right? Like this sets some fire.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say I was just looking up to see. I know there's something where you can. I know there is a thing you can set on fire. I was trying to see what the actual damage of it is, but I'm just gonna say. Oh, there we go. All right. It'll take 1d4 damage at the beginning of each of its turns until the fire is put out. Okay. Is how we're gonna do that. So it's gonna take some ongoing damage as it's like, oh, why am I on fire? So we'll do that at the beginning of its next turn. So it's got a flaming arrow in it right now.
Acceptable.
Nice.
Okay. Bruldish.
All right. I'm laughing and smashing because that's
the name
what
of
I
the
do.
Bruldisch's memoirs, Laughing and Smashing.
Yes.
21
Is that
is
any better?
plenty.
That damage is
for
not
hitting it.
correct because I am attacking with both hands, so I'm just going to roll because it's a D10. Both hands. Whoa! So that is, what is my plus here? 12.
12 damage. All right.
slashing.
You cleave into that ghast, and it's reeling from that. It does not look so good. It's got like an arm's off now. So like
Yes.
it's like it's not happy.
Hela be praised.
But it is the ghast's turn, so the ghast will use its one remaining arm to rake at you with its claws.
Wait, it has a rake?
It has a rake. It picks up a rake. It's a broom.
No, it's just he's just been like cheating on his wife and
22 Bruldish.
that
he's
will,
so
that will certainly
charismatic.
connect.
13 slashing damage.
Ooh.
Yikes. Ouch. Do I have to make that saving
Yes,
thing?
please make a Constitution saving throw.
Please recite the Constitution.
We, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish dust.
Okay,
sorry.
we're good. You feel slightly sluggish for a second, but you manage to shake it off.
All right.
Second ghast was next to Bellaman. It's going to crawl over Bellaman onto the bed.
Hey, buddy, I'm down here, please.
And light the bed on fire.
Oh, yeah, it's on fire. Thank you for reminding me it is on fire. She will take a D4. She'll take 2 damage at the beginning of the turn. It doesn't seem super concerned about it. It doesn't really have the presence of mind. It's like fire, ow, but it doesn't really quite understand why it keeps getting hurt from fire. But it will, let's say it makes an attack on Karakir there. It will attempt to claw you.
Don't do it.
Ooh, that is a crit.
Well, that's not good.
So that is 15 slashing damage.
All right. I'm still conscious.
And give me a Constitution save.
It may not be for long. Let's see. Constitution. 18.
You are fine for the moment. You don't, other than having taken a crap ton of claw damage.
That's right.
All right. So there's a ghast on the bed and a ghast in the wall. Karakir, it is your turn. Would you choose
A ghast
to
in the
return
bed, a ghast in the wall.
No more ghasts jumping on the bed.
All right.
It seems somewhat perplexed as it's like bouncing up on the bed.
I'm going to use my quarterstaff on the one-armed ghast.
Of course, the feather mattress was rotting, so maybe one of its feet is like stuck in the mattress now.
So 20, it takes 9 points of damage.
That is an X ghast.
Excellent.
So you
and then
whack into this head.
I punch the one on the bed for 6 points of damage because I hit.
6 damage. All right, so
I spend a key point and I disengage.
Oh, okay. So you basically upside the first one in the head, and its head does a nice impression of like a cantaloupe.
Ew.
And Bruldish is covered in gore.
It's all Gallagher up in here. Gross.
And then you sort of do this like cool spinning maneuver where you use your free hand to like punch the other one, and it seems kind of disconcerted since it's also on fire and on a bed, and do some damage to that. It's still alive, kind of bouncing up and down there on the feather bed, like sort of like feathers going everywhere, rotting feathers flying everywhere. And then you, in the confusion of all these feathers exploding, you slip away.
I say, bye-bye. I have 1 hit point.
Disappears in a puff of feathers.
Bellaman, you are unconscious. Please give me a death saving throw.
16.
Nice. Excellent. You are fine for the moment. Imra, your turn.
All right. Well, I guess I'm moving into the room, and I am hitting it with my short sword.
All right.
So that is a 15.
That's enough to hit a ghast.
Okay. For 7 damage, slashing damage.
All right. So you slash at its leg, and it like gets a nice big slash in its leg. It's still standing, but it's kind of tottering on that, like on a leg that's sort of like hanging by a thread now. All right, Elevor, you lit that ghast on fire last turn. What's your follow-up act?
Well, let's see. Would I rather poison the darn thing, or would I rather try tossing a dagger?
I don't think poison might do all that much against a thing that's already dead.
You would know, and you know enough druidism. I don't know.
The correct term is
Druidishness.
Druidesque.
Druidistics.
Druidistics.
Yes, you know enough. You've experienced enough druidistics to know that undead creatures typically are not bothered by poison.
All right, then we're gonna dagger that darn thing.
They are bothered by daggers.
So you hurl a dagger at it. It plunks directly into its chest, like the other side from that arrow that's on fire, for 3 damage. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Still tottering, still alive. Bruldish.
All right.
What are you going to do about that ghast?
Whirl around with my axe in hand, and just as I turn around, just swing.
All right.
Not hitting Imra, and Bellaman's on the ground.
I appreciate
so
that. Thank you.
Pointing that out.
A whirling dervish of death.
So if I hit, I will roll the damage myself. A 7's probably not going to hit.
7 does not hit. You whirl, but you're just a little too short for you don't quite make it.
Oh, it's a whirling Bruldish.
Yes, it is.
All right, it's the ghast's turn.
Take some damage.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. 3 damage.
Nice.
Nicely done. It's still tottering. It's more on fire now, so it's like kind of singed on one shoulder. It's got a dagger sticking out the other shoulder, but it has enough presence of mind to try and claw, let's say, Imra.
Oh, yay.
It rolls a 6.
You
thank
actually
God.
hit it.
Yep. So it sort of claws at you, but it's very discombobulated right now. So it misses, takes only air. Karakir, you're up.
I have darts. I have no idea what darts do. Let's see.
I think it's like 1d3.
They're not a lot.
They are not, but that's my only
1d4 piercing.
All right, I'll throw a dart.
That's better than I thought.
I miss.
Yeah, I think we established. Didn't we establish that Bellaman is the darts champion? I think we found that out.
I go to the bar every night and practice my darts.
Yeah, so you've been really impressed with Bellaman's dart throwing, and so you decide to give it a whirl.
That's
but
right.
It turns out it's harder than it looks.
I give an unconscious thumbs up from the other side of the bed.
And there's now a dart sticking out of Bellaman.
Speaking of whom, Bellaman, death saving throw.
Death saving throw is happening once I get to my character sheet and click the button. Boom. What is
13,
it?
all right, you're
13.
still okay. All right, so you're enjoying a nice nap. Imra, a ghast clawed at you not long ago.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to hit it with my short sword again.
Sweet.
Oh, frickin'. So I rolled a 6. Well, I rolled a 1.
Yeah. So
but,
you
yeah.
swing at it, but it's so weirdly off balance. It's so unpredictable, and so you keep swinging at it, and it's like, they're not where you're supposed to be. So it's still up there. Elevor, what about you? What are you going to try? Yeah. Let's see.
By my count, I only have one dagger left.
Is that a dagger you see before you?
Yes.
Suddenly our references are all classy.
Yeah, it is a dagger, and it was a failed dagger.
Oh no! You hurl your last dagger, and it misses and plunks into the wall behind Bellaman.
It actually falls and hits me and stabs me. Ow!
You got
Bellaman.
a dart, you got a dagger. You're having a hard time. Buldish, there's a ghast.
All right. Still doing this two-handed swinging thing. Maybe that's not the best way to go, but all right.
Oh, that'll work.
That's,
Or maybe it is.
unfortunately, I have to reroll the damage, which might not. Oh, 11. 11 slashing.
Was gonna be enough anyways. You cleave.
Yay.
You cleave that into. Unfortunately, because although the fire spread, it was never quite enough to really enjoy Micah's gaslighting.
I love watching Aline just shake her head.
Yes. I will laugh at all the jokes.
That's
Aline
the
will
best.
shake her head at all the jokes.
Okay, you cleave the ghast in two and put it to a sort of rest, I guess.
A sort of rest.
And you're out of combat. So Bellaman, you if someone wants to make a medicine check.
I
on
made
Bellaman.
one, but I didn't do well enough. I just poked him, but I literally just poked him.
He already had a dagger and a dart thrown at him. Come on, give the man a
All right.
break.
I got a
15
19.
medicine. Oh,
Good
19
job.
medicine.
Between
yeah,
you
so-
guys.
And say, "Oh, is this a dagger I see before me?" Dagger.
Imra shoves you all the way. Like Elevor seemed like he's gonna help, but Imra shoves him out of the way. He's like, I got this.
I kept a little bit of rose. Just
yeah.
for, yeah.
I collect
Bellaman-
my daggers from the room.
Yep. So Bellaman you're up. You're stabilized. So
He's
that
stabilized.
means
guys,
you
what did I miss?
need.
Who has the most healing to spare to be able to get him conscious?
Let me make a suggestion, which is perhaps finish looking at the stuff in that footlocker.
We finished looking at the stuff in that footlocker.
Yes.
Great idea. So, as to refresh your memory, there was a folded cloak. There was a small wooden coffer, a chain shirt, a mess kit, a flask, a lantern, and a set of thieves' tool, and a yellow leather book.
Red leather, yellow leather.
All right, what's in the flask? I sniff it.
The flask seems to be alchemist's fire, which you know is like.
I'm not feeding that to Bellaman.
Do not.
It'll make you feel better.
I hand the alchemist's fire to somebody who is dexterous and better at throwing things than I am. I don't know who wants that.
I would like the thieves' tools.
Yeah, I was trying to hand you the thieves' tools in the beginning, and that's how we got in this mess.
That's right. It's all your fault.
Somehow
again.
it's my fault again.
That lantern is also a. Yeah. That lantern is a bullseye lantern, which is a little bit also
nice.
sort of a thieves' tool
It has a
item.
dart in it. I look at the book.
The book appears to be a spell book.
Hey, this appears to be a spell book.
It contains some wizard spells.
I am not a wizard.
That is not very useful to you.
Nope.
I burn it.
What's in the coffer? You said there was a coffer?
Yeah, it contains 4 small vials that appear to have some sort of potion in them.
Oh.
Ooh.
Now,
does it smell like a healing potion?
In fact, I believe you can essentially taste any potion to identify it. And
my finger in and
you don't have to do anything.
Ooh, strawberry.
Really.
It's a potion of strawberries.
It's like healing.
Strawberry is healing.
Is this jam?
And cranberry is poison. I don't know.
Ooh, what about
Boysenberry
cran
is
strawberry? That's
Take that,
good.
cranberry growers of America.
It
That just quenches your thirst.
is in fact red, and you would easily identify these as potions of healing.
Yay!
right.
I drink them all.
What are the rules to administering a potion to an unconscious person? Do you have
You
to make
can
a
give it to them
successful
as an
healing check,
action.
or-
No, you can just give it to them as an action.
Okay. I hand it to somebody to give him.
Pour it. You
don't
pour it Gatorade style over his head. Yeah. So a potion of healing gives you 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
All right, I'm gonna do that. 2d. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
2d4 plus 2.
1. 1. All right, so that's 4.
That's 4 hit points. You can now, if you would like to take a short rest here, you could spend a hit die, but you
think
can
that's a
think
good
about
idea.
you can think about that for a moment. So you've used 1. You have 3 healing potions left.
Yes.
Does
What say y'all? Do you want to do a short rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have
That
1
seems
hit
like-
point.
I was gonna say, does Karakir need a healing potion?
Well,
I
try
would-
a hit die first. See how that goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a hit die.
I think
That's
I
a
also
3.
need to use one of my hit dice.
I'm gonna
So
use
the
Or my
chain,
only hit die.
just say the chain shirt is armor and can be worn by. I don't know if it helps any of you, but I
I
can.
can't wear it if it's made of metal.
Is it better than the one I already have? I already have chainmail.
It is not as good as chain mail.
Oh, okay.
It's basically better than hide armor if you can still wear medium armor, essentially.
That was almost a 10. It wasn't a 10.
All right. I use both my hit die that I have, and I have 14 hit points, so I'm doing all right.
I can do medium armor, so I'd be willing
What are you
to
wearing?
take that.
What have you got right now?
Good question. Hang on.
None of your business.
Might be at the bottom of your character sheet.
Traveler's clothes?
You should have some actual armor. Let's take a look at if your AC is 15.
Oh, I have leather
you
armor.
have leather armor. It is better than leather armor.
Okay.
If you can wear medium armor, it basically should up your AC by 2 because it's 13 plus Dex modifier,
Okay.
and your Dex is 3. So yeah, you should be
Yay.
16.
16.
16, yeah.
Okay. So what do I need to do to my character sheet?
Oh, you must also have a +1 from somewhere else if you have 15, because it's 3 plus your leather armor is 11 plus 3. So you must have a +1 from something else, but I'm not sure exactly what that is. So let's just say, your fighting style defense equals +1 bonus to AC. That's why. Yeah, so just click on AC and change that from a 15 to a 17? Yeah, 17.
Okay.
Nice.
So your armor class is up by 2, which is great. And I will also note that cloak, someone may be able to take a look at that.
All right, look at the cloak.
Ah!
I put it on. Do I feel protected?
You know,
You feel engulfed.
it's funny that you say that, Scott. You do feel protected.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a cloak of protection, which I was trying to find some stats on, but I have 4 books right here, and it's hard to figure out which one is the right one. But I think it's basically is it just +2?
I think
Or
so.
sorry,
It should be
+1
on the
against.
+1
DMG.
bonus to AC and saving throws while you wear this cloak.
Nice.
It is wondrous. That is the item type.
So whoever would like that can have it.
Well, what's our armor classes?
19.
13.
I have a 15.
I think Karakir should have it because he's usually in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I will take it.
All right.
Plus
Excellent.
a monk in a cloak, that's some styling.
That's
True.
That's right.
Truth.
It goes with my aesthetic.
So
yeah.
do I keep the leather armor and also add the new short?
You're not wearing the leather armor. You're just wearing the shirt.
Okay.
I mean, you can just you put the leather armor into your backpack essentially. Yeah, I think you have identified everything else in there except for the spell book, which has wizard spells, which I don't think is particularly useful to any of you, unfortunately.
That's
We
the
can take it
yellow
along
leather
and
book.
sell it when we get back to the real world.
Yeah, absolutely. It has a number of first and second level spells in it.
Whoa.
Was
there's
there
a
anything
cloak.
else in there? Or did we...
You've used the cloak, you found the healing potions, you've used the chain shirt. There's a mess kit, which is just,
We should determine who is carrying the other 3 healing potions.
good idea.
Also the wizard's fire, whatever that was.
Oh, the Alchemist Fire.
Alchemist
Yeah,
Fire.
that should be
Fire.
somebody who's dexterous and can throw things. So, like, maybe, I don't know,
Yeah, it's
Bellman or
basically
Elivor.
an improvised.
Imra.
It's an improvised weapon that you can throw at somebody. It shatters and it burns, kind of like with Elivor's setting on fire thing.
I can hold on to the healing potions to use for everyone.
Well, I think we should probably spread them around so that if 3 different people need to use them
That's a good
during
point.
battle.
That's true.
I will not take one since I've already drank one.
Okay.
All right, I will hold on to one that can be used for anyone.
Yes.
And then I think probably either Karakir or myself should probably have one since we're at the beginning. Maybe Karakir
Yeah.
since his armor class is lower. Although you
sure.
probably have more hit points than I do right now.
Well, how many hit points do you have?
I'm at 14 right now.
We have the exact same number of hit points right now. Why don't you take it? Because you are generally
All right.
a bigger target. Well, you're a
Oh,
paladin.
That's so
feel
sweet of
about
you.
I'm
So,
short. What do I-
Elivor has one, Bruldish has
Yeah.
one, and the third
But I'm
one
wide.
is...
Short but wide, yes.
Who has the third one?
I think
got one.
Karakir should take it.
I will take it.
All right, so Elivor, Karakir, and Bruldish have the healing potions. You have spent your hit dice, etc. All right, you're in this place. You've beat up some gas. Where are you going?
This is a weird master bedroom for the patriarch and matriarch of the house.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are their
point.
bones still behind?
was
'Cause
gonna-
think we should lay them rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we take them to their casket? Not caskets.
Crypts.
Their crypts. Yeah, their vaults.
Yeah,
you.
couldn't hurt.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna walk him back up there.
Yeah.
So back up here, you remember all the way up here. There are 2 crypts. The top one is labeled Gustav Durst, and the bottom one here is labeled Elizabeth Durst.
Bruldish runs up to the door because of the ego boost the last time he opened it gives him. So he tries to open it up again.
All right, give me an athletics roll.
That is a 16 plus whatever my modifier is.
Oh
which is
man, no
probably-
problem. You have proved to be a slab remover extraordinaire. So you pop open this one. It has, like the other ones, an empty coffin on top of a stone bier.
I just run over and open up the other one too. For oh crap, that's a 5 plus.
You're like, oh, I got this, no problems. And then you're like, oh, this one seems to be stuck just a little bit tight.
Yeah, that's a 7.
Try again.
Some-
Then I run away crying.
Oh.
Well done.
Okay, somebody else want to try to open the door?
Yeah, I can. What check is it? Athletics or
Athletics.
13?
It's coming apart, but it does seem like it's a little more stuck. You feel like Bellman wasn't in the wrong on this one. It's definitely a little harder to use there.
I yell from the other room. Now you know how it feels.
Aw. Pellman's having a hard day.
I was doing so well too.
Did somebody need help opening something?
Yeah. Someone have a jar they need opened.
We loosened it.
Bruldish athletics.
Athletics. That is a 18.
Bruldish is like, let me show you how it's done. And she easily pops the door open, which reveals, once again, an empty crypt with a coffin.
All right.
Please do your prayers.
Lay these folks to rest. Do my prayers.
Who are you laying? Are you laying Gustav to rest?
Whichever one I just popped open.
Whichever one just popped open. Okay, so that's Elizabeth's tomb.
Elizabeth. Yep.
And you pop open that coffin, and when you do,
Oh boy, something weird happens.
so Bruldish, I think you're in the crypt, please.
Yes.
Oh,
Which one
dear.
is this? Is it this
The
one?
bottom
over
one.
That's the bot, yeah.
When you do that, out of the back wall,
Out of the mouths of babes.
out of the mouths of coffins, out of the back wall boils a swarm of centipedes.
Oh,
No!
Where's the alchemist fire? Somebody throw it over my head immediately.
Ooh, good idea.
Quick, replace that slab.
Slam it
Well, I haven't even put the person in yet.
down. Maybe if you pick it up and just smash down the slab over and over again.
Can I use the coffin lid to just beat the
You can
swarm?
definitely try.
Use
but
the ghast.
first-
Are we rolling initiative?
Oh, yeah, you are.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I got a 9. That isn't so great.
All right.
Popping this in the chat. I got a
Going
14.
fairly fast. I got a 17.
All right. So, Bellaman, you had a 14, I think I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
And let's see. Who else? Bruldish,
17.
17. And Imra,
16.
16. And Karakir,
12.
12. Excellent.
L is for the way you...
All right. Bruldish, appropriately, you go first. There is a swarm of centipedes.
Ugh.
Do I think, after my years of battle, do I think that a bludgeoning thing like the lid of the coffin would work better than my axe? Because I happen to have the coffin lid in my hand.
You do not. You think it would be about as effective.
All right. In that case, I will just drop the coffin lid and smash at him with my battle axe. I don't have anything area of effecty, so. And I am using my shield at this point.
Okay.
I'm not hitting very well though, so that's an 8.
An 8 is not enough to hit a swarm. So you're like, I mean, you're literally trying to use a battle axe to kill centipedes.
Yeah, that's
it's kind of hard to nail any of them down on that one.
I really should have just gotten the heck out of here. Too late.
Okay. And next up is going to be Imra.
I'm just reading about ensnaring strike, which I don't think is actually helpful.
Probably not against a swarm.
Yeah. Everything I have is piercing. It's not fire. All right. Well, obviously,
Who's carrying the alchemist flame? Did we determine that? Or the alchemist fire?
Oh, yeah, who has that? I
I don't think
forgot.
we determined, actually.
I will roll a d6.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, it definitely wouldn't have been me. It would have been somebody who does distance and is dexterous. So you
Imra.
took me out of the mix.
Sounds like Imra.
okay.
I rolled a 1. She seems like a good choice.
All right. So if I, 2, 3, 4, so obviously, like I'm hearing some
Yep.
screams of terror.
Bugs.
So I'm gonna, like the true hero, I guess I am. I'm going to adventure. Gonna run over here in front of the crypt and see what's happening. And I see all these centipedes, and so I'm wondering if I throw the fire, am I going to harm Bruldish at all?
You depends how well you do. Basically, you're gonna make the fire is an improvised weapon.
Okay.
And so it's pretty close. I would say that you are proficient enough with sort of thrown weapons and dexterous enough that you could make an attack, basically just like any of your normal ranged attacks.
Okay.
Really, just throw it at the back wall, and like it should smash there.
Yeah, there's
and be
plenty of
fiery.
range, and it will basically be a lot like Elevor's setting the ghast on fire earlier.
All right. Well, I'm going to try it. I don't see what else to do at this point. So I rolled I guess, a 13 plus my 5, my attack modifier.
You're good. You toss that jar in, and basically it breaks on the centipedes. And the alchemist's fire, as you know, is very volatile, and as soon as it's exposed to air, it ignites. Boom. So they are now a flaming swarm of centipedes.
This is so much worse.
This is, thank God.
Why would you do
what
that?
could go wrong?
Okay, and Bellamin, you're feeling really great about not opening that crypt now.
My plan was to make some Scent-A-Popsicles and do my cold breath, but A, they're on fire.
Well,
And B,
Imra could have moved out of the way after doing that because she still had some movement left.
I did.
well, I mean, at that point, you would be in the way too. So I don't want to get you involved in the cold breath as well. So I think what I'll do is instead, I'll just
Somebody
move
else
on
could
over.
get there.
That's true, yeah. I think instead of that, I'm just gonna hang out here and throw a dart. I'm gonna have disadvantage, right?
Just try to hit one single.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you have disadvantage on that for sure.
Okay, great.
But
Disadvantage.
Imra, did you want to move out of the way then, just to let
I did, yeah.
spellcaster?
And Dan,
Can I do that
could you
retroactively,
give each
DM?
of the centipedes a name so that we can target our strikes at them?
Yeah, I'll let you know when you hit them.
Oh, great.
All right, great. So does this mean I have disadvantage anymore?
Oh no, if you're standing there, then you do
Great.
not.
Oh, that makes me happy. Okay. And if I cast my breath, that means that that Broldish will be involved in the saving throw, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't do that to you, Broldish.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, so a dart. Even at the best of times, you feel like the darts night definitely takes your full concentration. You're really distracted by the fact that these centipedes are on fire. It's very hard to hit a single centipede, and your dart
just kind of throw a
points
dart
to
in
the
there.
floor there. Yeah, you're like, I don't know, and you don't even throw it like sharp end first. You're just like, yeah, here's the dart. No, take all the darts. So
I also move away back here behind Imra.
So you run over. You're like, take a dart, and then you run away again.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, yeah, no damage to the swarm of centipedes. Carrick, you're up. You have heard some shrieks coming from those tombs.
All right, I'm going to go here, take a look, say, I can't do anything, and go over here.
Not my centipedes, not my circus.
That's right.
All right, that was very helpful. Elevor, you're up.
Just looking into some stuff here.
I want to know what you're going to come up with now. Mm-hmm. What if I try to bowl a crystal orb at a bunch of centipedes?
You know, earlier whenever we were fighting the mimic, I was going to ask how sturdy the door frames were, and I was going to attack the door frame to knock it down and kind of keep that thing stuck in there. But then it moved out to attack me, so I couldn't do that.
That was going to be tricky.
Yep. All right. Good golly, what can one do with a swarm, you know? I mean,
Can I recommend a dart? It's really helpful.
Do you have any area of effect attacks?
well, okay. I know that our dear friends, the ghasts, were not very harmed by poison, but what about our dear friend, the swarm of non-venomous centipedes?
Good question.
You're the druid. I'm a dwarf. I don't know.
You can give me a nature roll.
I will give you a nature roll. Ugh. I'm just going to try it anyway. I can come here, right?
Yeah, you feel like you can give it a shot.
Here we go. Poison spray.
All right, so it is a DC 13. Let's see if these guys succeed. Whoa. They got a critical success.
These are some tough centipedes.
You
Apparently,
dirty little
wow!
centipedes.
They rolled a natural 20. Yeah, that is unfortunate because otherwise, I feel like that probably would have gone pretty well.
Good to know. Good to know. Thanks.
They kind of Elevor shoots some noxious gas at him, and they do not seem to be bothered by it at all, or at least in this particular instance. So
next time.
Swarm of Centipede's turn. Well, we know what swarms like to do.
They swarm.
Swarm.
Let's see. hold on, there. Okay, Bruldish is covered in centipedes.
Ah!
They will attempt to bite her.
Someone remind me, is Bruldish usually covered in centipedes?
Flaming centipedes.
Flaming centipedes.
There's something
Stop,
different
drop,
about
and roll.
The
you.
good news is, so the good news is they do take 4 damage at the beginning of their turn from being on fire.
Okay.
And then they move, so Bruldish is not yet on fire. That might be a good idea. Okay, they will attempt to bite Bruldish.
Oh, no.
12.
Nope.
All right, so they're like crawling all over your armor, but like they're having a hard time biting through armor.
Oh, they're trying to squeeze in between the armor.
Yeah, exactly. You probably want to dispatch them before that happens. Bruldish.
Yes. Are there rules for shield bashing, and can I do that to a swarm of things that are on me?
Great question. You can absolutely do it to things on you. I think you could use your shield as a improvised bludgeoning weapon.
Stop hitting yourself.
Pretty much, yeah. So that'd be very similar to what Imra just did with the fire.
Okay. So is that just a...
I'm trying to remember if there's actually a way to do that. I feel like there might be, but I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, shield is not listed under weapons in this book, so...
Yeah, let me look. There was a...
I mean, D&D is not
shields.
D&D if you can't just, like, do a
Yeah,
little
I'm just
shield
thinking.
basher.
Yeah, I don't... Off the top of my head, I would say it's probably just an improvised weapon,
Okay.
which is
Well-
not going to do a lot of damage, but you are also covered in centipedes, so...
Yeah. All right, well, I'm just going to roll an actual die, see what I get. So is that plus strength, then?
Yeah,
15.
that's enough to... So you're just like slamming, trying to squish the centipedes on yourself.
And how much does an improvised weapon do?
It does generally 1d4 unless it's kind of like super like another weapon. Let's see. So if you're sort of bashing stuff with it, we'll say it's like a club.
Okay.
Which is apparently also 1d4 bludgeoning, so there you go.
All right. It would help if I could. That's 4. Is that plus strength?
Yeah, let's say sure.
Okay, so that makes it 7.
All right, so they take 7 damage.
And I'm actually going to move farther into the corner. Just in case there's something. I assume the swarm goes with me then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know the 100% their rules, but
Yeah. Just
say yes.
just so that more people
say
can
yes.
actually like get in here and possibly help me in some way, maybe.
trying to
I
like
don't
smush them up against the walls,
Or
like
to-
run into the walls.
Yes, I'm just gonna roll against the walls back and forth. Maybe I'll just get down in the coffin and just like wiggle.
Yeah, that's good. You're really containing it at that point.
Yeah, I want to get him farther away from Elevor, who's standing in the doorway right now.
Smart. That's
'Cause I'm
very
nice
nice
like
of
that.
you. Very nice.
It's okay. I have thoughts.
That's all right. Well, that's it for me now.
Thoughts about swarms.
Yeah.
All right, Imra.
I just don't know. I have a longbow, I have a short sword, and I have cure wounds, and I have ensnaring strike. So I feel like I'm pretty useless right now.
You
Yeah,
could.
that's
I
fine.
mean, you could run up and try to like.
Slap it.
Yeah.
Like, can I slam her into the wall and see if that'll smush some? Like, what?
Absolutely.
I am a
Unrelated to the
dwarf. You
centipedes thing.
You cannot slam a dwarf into the wall, but I suppose I'm a willing dwarf in this case, so maybe that would work.
All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna
I
rush
want you.
in here.
It's like Imra and Bruldish doing like a chest bump, like bam.
Right, yeah. And I'm gonna say, Brildish, I'm so sorry, and I'm gonna like just smack her against the wall and see what happens.
Yeah, just give me a strength roll.
Okay. Raven, you have to move. Okay, so I rolled an 18 and I have a +3.
That
so
is
21.
great. You easily smash her into the wall. Roll me a D4 plus strength.
Okay, D4. All right, I rolled a 4 plus my strength is 7.
All
Nice.
right, so
We are
7.
twinsies.
That swarm takes 7 damage.
All right, and now I want to move back out.
Okay. Bellaman.
Although now that they are on me, does they would people provoke from moving away at this point?
Oh.
Or are they just like in combat with me? I don't know how swarms work.
I am just going to say they're still much more interested in you. And so because she runs in and smacks you, I feel
She does
like they're
push
okay.
them all away from her.
She's like, I feel like you're smushing them off and like kind of like trying to like whack you against the wall.
I made as little contact as possible, really.
Good. Yeah.
Just enough.
Very nice. Bellaman.
So I too move into the centipede zone, and
The centipede.
Centipede zone. Yeah.
You
Now,
only need
what,
the edge of your seat.
God, what can I do that?
Well, everyone's had good luck just
Don't you
slamming
have Ray of
Broldish into a
Frost?
wall.
Yeah, I have Ray of Frost. Can I do that without getting Broldish as well?
Now that's an attack roll, not a saving throw situation.
I believe so. Let me
Well,
double check.
here's what
Yes.
we'll do. Yeah, let's do this. So roll me an attack roll with Ray of Frost.
All right, Ray of Frost, check the chat.
Yep. So that's gonna hit, and it does 2 cold damage. Because there's no. Okay. And yeah, so they're still kind of swarming, but like you put out a bunch of the ones that are on fire. So like there's some fire, there's some cold happening there. What is your spell saving throw?
What? Why?
Because I'm gonna make Broldish roll against that.
Okay, fine. Where would that be on the sheet?
Under
It should be under
spells.
spells. It'll also just say spell saving
the
throw.
top. In the middle.
Okay, thank you. 13.
Broldish, give me a save against that.
What kind of a saving throw does that mean?
Well,
Charisma?
you're not gonna dodge, so let's say probably. How about Constitution?
Okay. That's one of my best ones. Oops, sorry. Everything's tiny. Here we go. Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, no
Yes.
problem. So
I
like
critted
it's
that sucker.
mostly on your armor, right? Like they haven't really like a couple of them have like crawled up and like beat you in the neck and stuff like that. But like since they're mostly on the outside, they just kind of like freeze to the armor.
And I then leave the centipede zone.
The centipede zone.
Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do.
Carrick.
I believe it's my turn to enter the centipede zone. So I'll go in there.
Welcome to the centipede zone.
Oh, it's exciting. As advertised, there are centipedes. So I have a quarterstaff.
Do you use it to scrape some of them off of me?
Broldish is like a pinata.
Whee!
So I don't know. Can I hit the swarm but not hit Broldish with my quarterstaff?
This is worse than dwarf tossing.
It's gonna be tricky.
So if I use an unarmed, if I just use my fists, is that?
I mean, your fists are registered as lethal weapons, just so we know. Yeah, sure. You can try to punch some centipedes.
All right, I'm gonna try and punch centipedes twice. I got a 15 and a 10.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, well then, they will take 7, 9, 12 points of damage.
Wow.
Okay, that's enough to punch some centipedes to death.
Then I say goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the centipede zone.
All right, Broldish, you have been
please
cleared out.
return.
You brush a few last centipedes that are either frozen or on fire, smoldering off your armor.
Okay. All right. So where's that body that I need to put in the casket?
Back to work.
You find you retrieve the corpse, you put it to rest, you say your prayers, and you
Yep.
pop out and put the slabs back in place. You have now laid to rest the entire family Durst.
Yay!
Well
Oh,
done.
the Yelp reviews for the centipede zone really were accurate.
Yeah.
1 star. I got bit by a lot of centipedes.
I find it's hot and cold.
On Tuesdays, there's fire.
Where would you like to go next?
Down Look down.
So to remind you, there at the top of this corridor, there was something you didn't explore. There was one down here by Karakir, and then there were the stairs down.
Oh, shoot.
Let's do the one by Karakir since we're here.
Okay.
I already walked in there. Check it out.
No problem. All right, hold on one second.
Something weird happens.
No.
That's just my, Doo-doo-doo.
Turn order again.
No, go away. Okay,
okay,
there we go. Sorry. It didn't exactly go away the whole time. All right, let's open up this. So, Karakir, you see a hallway with some stairs.
Oh, they're going down?
They are going down.
There's so many
down the
staircases.
stairs.
All right, so you see as you walk down these stairs, in front of you, there are some more stairs that open into a larger room here. And then you will see also there is a hallway that connects up with those stairs that you found before.
Okay.
Do we want to go into this room down these stairs, folks?
I think before we do that though, I think I need to take the healing potion that I am carrying because I'm at half my hit points. It's 2d4 plus 2, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, then yes, I am going to do that before anything else happens. Friggin' centipedes.
Why is it always got to be centipedes?
Ugh, I didn't roll great. So 3, 4, 5. All right. Well, I'm at 3/4 of my hit points. 15.
All right.
Okay.
Where are you going?
All right, I'm going to go
Into the room.
I think so, yeah.
and peek around this
All
corner.
right. So this is a very large room that you have walked into.
Fire pit.
In the middle, you see a 4-foot diameter well shaft with a 3-foot-high stone lip. There's a wooden bucket hanging from a rope and pulley mechanism bolted to the crossbeams above the well. There are what looks like little alcoves, basically, around the room that you can see these little entries to. And they seem to be like this. These might have been like quarters, basically. You can take a look in any of those.
I look in the bucket.
There is nothing in the bucket. You look down. You estimate that it's probably about 30 feet down to the bottom of the well there. There's some water in it. It doesn't look particularly good.
I roll perception. And it was terrible, per usual.
Yeah, not too much going on. Bruldish, you're at the bottom there at the hole. You can just see these are like basically little... I'll open them up for you. Each of them contains a wood frame bed with moldy straw mattresses, and each of them has a wooden chest at the somewhere in there.
All right. I will check out this chest.
It is locked.
I back away.
Elevor.
Here, let's see what I can do here.
Shiny new thieves' tools. Well, shiny old thieves' tools. Well, old thieves' tools.
I forget which one I'm supposed to use for that.
Roll dexterity.
Okay.
Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
I don't know.
Probably
Where
not.
do I find that?
It would be listed under your proficiencies.
You're listed under my proficiencies.
Am I? Under tool proficiencies, generally.
Okay, where's that?
Which is underneath.
Bottom left.
Bottom left. Okay, no, there's no tool proficiencies.
Okay, so thieves' tools is anybody proficient with thieves' tools?
Yeah, because then you should have them instead.
No.
I don't think
so. Yeah.
Does it give any kind of a bonus if you're not proficient?
I don't think you can even use them if you are not proficient, if I'm not mistaken.
This set of tools includes a small file, a set of lockpicks, a small mirror mounted, proficiency with these tools, lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability check you make.
I see. I'm proficient with Smith's tools. That's probably not the same. But maybe I could just bust the lock off with my Smith's tools.
You could probably, any of you could probably bust the lock off with, but you run the risk of destroying something inside of it just because you're just using brute force.
I rolled a 15 with dexterity.
You know what? That's enough for you to sort of muddle through. And you manage to pop the lock on that one, which contains a short sword. But you notice when you take out the short sword, it kind of gleams. And if you're not mistaken, and because you're a druid, you have some expertise with these sorts of things, it is a silvered short sword.
Ooh.
So it's worth a little more if you want to sell it. But also if you encounter creatures which don't like silver, that could be valuable.
Like werewolves. I don't particularly like holding on to things that are made of metal, so somebody else please take this.
I believe Imra uses a short sword.
I was going to say, yeah. I'll take it.
I give Imra this metal atrocity.
So feel free to note that on your character sheet. It's basically, for all intents and purposes, identical to your short sword, unless something comes into play where you need to deal with something that doesn't like silver. But all the damage and attack rolls and all the stuff are the same.
Okay.
Could I investigate a chest in this other room?
Absolutely. Which one? Up there?
The one I'm in the upper right.
It is also locked.
Well, guess who's gonna roll dex to try to open it? It's me. I'm the one.
It's you.
7.
No, you don't. You try Jimmy the lock. You're like, oh, Elivor did it. How hard could it be? Very hard, as it turns out.
Rude.
Turns out it's actually pretty hard.
I'll try it.
Yeah, why don't you try it, Elivor? See how it goes.
21.
Pop! Lock opened.
It wasn't even locked.
I hold back tears.
Aww.
That chest contains a pouch with 11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces. Elivor, you're handling that pouch. You know something interesting about that. It is a very supple leather that you're not sure that you've ever encountered before, since you've encountered many creatures. Give me a perception check.
I will give you a perception check, which I'm not very good at.
It's made of human flesh.
Yeah, I'm like,
Scott's
no.
right. It's made of human skin.
Yeah, no.
Ew.
Drop it.
Good
How
God.
nice that human skin is extra supple. I mean,
It depends on the human.
thanks, Dan.
Oh,
They moisturized before they
I'm
died.
painting a word picture for you.
I will empty the pouch and keep the stuff inside, but the pouch is not coming with me.
Smart. Okay.
How much was that again?
11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces.
Okay, and if we need to, we can make silver bullets with those 60 silver pieces.
Somebody
Smelting skills.
Anybody have a sling?
Wait, we don't even have a gun.
What if anybody has a sling? We could use those.
That is true.
How much would the human pouch be worth?
Oh, no.
No!
Sentimental
I feel like-
value
bother
only.
you as much.
I feel like we
find
need to
the
give it
human
to
that it came from.
Broldish and have her, like, do
some words.
something. Yeah.
Can you do that? That would
You
be
want?
good.
Are you going to put the pouch to rest now?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the idea.
They came from somewhere.
Did we find a crypt labeled pouch? Put it in there.
Yes. The only one labeled pooch.
Oh, no. Oh,
sorry.
my
Too
God.
real. Too real.
Now
I
Mike
need to
is
go be
out.
with my
He's like,
dogs. Yeah, I'm done.
dogs.
Oh, that's
no.
sorry. That was crossing the line. I apologize.
That's right,
The pouch
yes.
of human flesh.
Human skin
totally
is fine.
No, yes, this is how it works. Like, there's no, I'm not going to argue with that. That's exactly right. All right, I will use, as I think about my dogs, I will do the dexterity check here for this one in the top left. 21.
No problem. You pop that open. It has a folded piece of black cloth in which are 3 gems, moss agates. They're worth about 10 gold pieces apiece.
Oh, I knew someone named Moss Agates.
Pretty.
From the Agates clan?
Was the name of the
Those are
pouch
nice.
before
Well,
it became a pouch.
a rolling agate gathers no moss.
I've heard
I'm
that.
so mad at you.
Boo.
What's the pouch made of?
It's not a pouch. It's black cloth.
Oh, cloth. Okay.
Is it?
Or so you think. Would you like me to continue to dexterously open these things?
You're on a roll. I think
One-man
you're good.
lock
Go
picker.
ahead.
Although I'm probably going to fail at some point and it's going to be sad. Oh, a 22.
This is not that point.
This is not that
point.
time. This room contains, in addition to some personal effects, which are extra clothes and stuff, a black leather eye patch with a carnelian
I know. That's what I heard too. Like a little
Leather.
iPad.
iPad. It's just a piece of leather on which icons are drawn. A black leather eye patch with a carnelian, which is another gem, sewn into it.
Oh, I wonder if that's fancy.
Carnelian is worth 50 gold pieces.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's Lando Carnelian.
Does anyone have an eye that
Nope, you're
is
out.
not in work? Because I will let you have this.
So far, but you never know.
You never know.
Hang on to that
Yes.
thing.
Save that,
Split all
yeah,
the riches
insurance.
for
That's
this
right.
afterward. All right, and last but not least,
I feel like an eye patch would just add to my sort of the look I got going on here with all the facial scars and stuff.
Especially with that jewel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a neat thing. You could maybe scare some people. Okay, I got a 16 for this last one.
No problem. That one contains an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles worth 25 gold pieces. I feel like we just played a game of The Price is Right.
We did.
And we all won.
Ivory hairbrush with silver bristles.
Lower, higher.
In this week's Showcase Showdown.
All right, yeah, let's check out the staircase over here.
Wait, if we throw a silver piece down the well, can we
And make a wish?
make
Do
a
it.
wish?
Absolutely. It may not come true, but you can make it.
All right. I throw a silver piece down the well and have 59 silver pieces left from the
All right,
60.
good to know. What do you want to tell us what you wish for, or is that a secret?
I wish for any revelations in this room to make themselves known.
And you stand there for a moment waiting for revelations to make themselves known and are disappointed. At the top, sorry, just to let you know, Bellman, up where you are, you see some stairs. Let me just open that up for you. Stairs going up to a turn in the hallway there.
I thought it was going to the compass rose. I'll go
I am
up.
not opposed. I'm not opposed
W.
to investigating any stairs that go up because it's probably somewhere we've already been.
Bruldish is
Yeah,
going up.
I think
Yep.
it's connected.
You
feel
see a room which looks to have.
I see
some
a
chairs.
chair.
Okay, you're in this room. You're in there. Let's open
Somebody
it up.
else moved me there, but that's fine.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
All right. You find another room with what looks like some more quarters in it.
No chests.
Chests, so.
No chests. Let me tell you. Let me tell you a little about this room. This is a wooden table and 4 chairs are at the east end of the room, and there are basically just really small alcoves containing moldy straw pallets. You're guessing that this is probably you've seen a step down in rank here for the people here.
Elevor, are you
see
going to
some
do your bed work and toss these pallets?
You want me to check if there's anything in them?
You usually do, so.
All right.
Nothing beyond moldy straw, I'm afraid.
Checking. Yeah, what? Okay.
All right. So
All right.
Now,
Looks like we're
Shall
going
we
Connected around.
down.
perception just in case? Because we found a clay wall that one time.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception if you like.
Sure.
okay, look around.
I got a 3.
I got nothing. Good.
I got a 13. No, 15.
Yeah, there's not much here. I mean, the straw is kind of rotted and moldy, and it really seems like this was kind of just the new initiate's chamber.
Okay.
All right.
So
So,
are we-
now we have searched everywhere except for the stairs down, correct?
The
I think
only other
so.
place that you haven't gone is
Oh, there's a door over here. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's one, I thought, right next to where I
Bellman
am.
is standing.
where Bellaman. Yeah, so basically there is another, what looks like another pair of crypts. These slabs are
Ooh,
open.
they're open.
All right.
Someone already did it for me.
Here we go.
Aw.
There's a blank stone slab for both of these, just leaning against a wall. For the top one, where Bruldish is, the slab is blank. It's lying against the wall. The whole thing is empty. There's no name, no platform, no coffin, anything.
Okay.
Bellaman, the one down by where you are, it's likewise empty with no coffin or anything. You do see, however, that this slab has a name etched into it, Walter Durst.
Huh.
Is that the
Uncle
baby?
Walt.
I'd like to make a perception roll for this little chamber.
Sure, go ahead.
That's a 5.
Yeah, I suppose I should do that over here
Nope,
too.
nothing in particular. You notice it seems to have been made roughly around the time of the children's crypts, maybe a little later. But yeah, basically it looks like it was just never used.
It's kind of dark. They've already got that other crypt ready.
Well, you may remember. You may remember.
The baby.
Name sounds
The
familiar.
werewolf.
Well, I mean, the one that doesn't have anything etched on it.
I think
they've
I
already got
heard
that
somebody.
ready for a dead
I feel like somebody else said it. I'm not sure. Did somebody else?
Walter's the werewolf.
Yes, not the werewolf.
He's a wolf. He's a monster.
One is for the baby and one's for the potato.
Oh, okay. That one's for the potato. Got it.
The potato is named Walter.